Subscribe to Hip Hop is Real, man. You know what it is. Subscribe to Shrug Life Network, too. But you know, we out here, man. PG's URL, John, and Don. Please don't say the John. You ain't saying it twice. If you don't add the Don, you ain't saying
it right. Let's get it.
All my wrists is frogs. All my women is balls.
Now we got hiphopisreal.com. We here at the PG event. We got John, and Don in the motherfucking building, man.
Had to show some love to the youngins.
Yo, you just came off a dope battle with Tay Roc, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little fire alarm issue, and then y'all came back in the building, but you know.
It was a nasty event, man.
How'd you feel about it, though, altogether?
It was nasty. Nah, the battle?
Yeah, the battle.
I think the battle is very debatable. In the building, it's going to be as debatable on camera. You know,
do you think the fire alarm joint kind of like threw it off a little bit, like with the energy? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the energy wasn't there, right? Like,
yeah, it's just the whole shit. It was just a lot of shit going on. Like, all that we had to go outside. Yeah. Started to come back in and had to go back outside. We outside for 35 minutes.
I had y'all for like a potential classic too, because just for the run y'all both was on, and you know what I'm saying, how hot both of y'all was. So it's like it's kind of crazy to me that, you know, like that shit kind of had to fuck it up at the end. But like,
it was a fight.
Is it still, like, you think for the people, is it still like a battle that we could watch and still enjoy, or like?
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell. Because I go off of how I felt. I feel like my energy was off. So I don't know how that played in my performance. But judging from when I got on stage, because I listen to everybody. Even while I'm on stage after the battle, people are yelling, 2-1 you, 2-1 Tay Roc, 2-1, and niggas is arguing in the crowd. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So for that to happen, and for me to feel like my energy was off, it says a lot to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's just like, when I have battles like that I don't really feel right about, it's just like I just got some tweaking to do the next, you know what I'm saying? But for me to go in there like that with Tay Roc, the #1 nigga on URL this year, and arguably win in the building with a little slight stumble, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it gotta be a good battle. It has to be when it dropped, like, you know what I mean? Just judging off of, you know, how shit was going.
How you feel about, well, did you catch any other battles this,
barely.
Okay.
It's hard for me to tune into the battles.
Everybody talking to you every time. Yeah, I understand.
Barely. You know what I'm saying? I caught a few good rounds. DNA and Briz was crazy.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot.
Clip's 3rd round was crazy. Just from what I remember. I didn't catch Saga and Chilla. I didn't catch
Cortez or Uno.
You know, K-Shine and X.
Yeah, that shit didn't go down. So.
Who else battled?
This was that was about it. It was just it was a small card, but you know.
I think the energy was off all night. Like, it just, the atmosphere wasn't right.
Okay.
The whole event, even watching the other battles, that's just how I felt. You know what I mean? But ain't no telling, man. Like, if you're a fan of Tay Roc, man, and you're a fan of John, and Don, there's no way you're not gonna like that battle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way you're not gonna like that. You know what I mean? I just fucked up when I tried to rebuttal. And the only reason I fucked up with the rebuttal is because I tried to make it a 4-bar rebuttal. And see, niggas do 2-bar rebuttals. They'll open it up and then they'll go straight to the punch. I tried to do a whole setup with it. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped out the gate. And if, you know, I fucked up, I knew I was gonna fuck up, so I just stopped it there and went right into my round so people don't think I forgot my round.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? And I went through my round flawlessly and arguably won that round. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a good one. Shout out to, one time I wanna say shout out to the Cave Gang niggas. Cause through all the bullshit, even when the crowd was trying to hate on me, y'all gonna see it. When the crowd was trying to hate on me, them niggas wasn't hating. You know what I mean?
Lit.
They was showing wild love, like they was showing wild love. They might have made a few faces when I stumbled, but that's because the battle was so close. Of course, they wouldn't sway, you know what I mean? But after, you know, they could easily be like, you know, Roc killed John because of, you know, how the crowd was going. But they ain't doing none of that. They like, you know what, Roc 2-1, but you know, it was a great battle, and I fuck with that.
Battling Tay Roc though, like, do you always feel like when you battling a nigga like Tay Roc, you battling the crowd too?
You battling Tay Roc,
you know he got the love.
That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta have a bigger name than Tay Roc for that to damn near equal out. Like, you look at him and Surf. Yeah, I mean, Surf wasn't all that in that battle, but it just, he was the bigger name, so they kept it close. You know what I mean? And Calico, you know, he arguably won, but he, you know, he's
that was a good battle. Yeah.
Because, you know, they expect so much more out of Tay Roc when he battles big names.
You think Tay Roc is so
big name?
I said, I mean, yeah.
No, it's just they pick
I'm talking about in that building.
Nah, but they just pick who they want to fuck with, nigga. And me and you are not one of them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We ever see that A-Verb, you versus A-Verb really go down?
I don't know, you know.
Or you're not interested, or you know what I mean? Because him and Surf win, you know, wasn't the best, you know.
I heard he beat Surf though.
Yeah, I heard he beat Surf as well, but I heard it just wasn't the best type of outcome, the best type of battle. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you and Verb got history, man. He came, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me nice, Verb. Talk to me nice.
Yo, that shit got me tight because when people see the footage, it's like, oh, she's thirsty, she was all on Drake. Nigga, I brought him there. That's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I made sure he came through, he showed love, not only because of me, because he fucked with the culture, but you know, like he came to show his support to me and what I'm doing.